from outer space. Ice cold refreshment of raspberry and orange in Lunar Lolly. Here now from...
Hiya, my name is Mark O'Brien and welcome to New Year's Eve at Axis. It's been a really weird year, so we decided to celebrate this New Year's Eve by taking a look back at some of the amazing artists and musicians we had doing sessions from the summer right through the autumn and the winter. So over the next hour and a half, you're going to have access to recordings these artists made in their home in Axis Theatre, directly live for you on this New Year's Eve. Enjoy. Mary Coughlan is one of the most amazing singers to ever emerge from Ireland. So it was a great thrill to have her on the stage during lockdown. Now, you're going to get to hear two of the tracks she recorded for us. Enjoy.
Now we're sitting across the room. Look at me and look at you. Is there nothing you can say to give me reason why you felt the need to turn your back and do the deed? Now you've got the nerve to beg me, don't leave me here. What were you thinking of? Love, love. Now we're two, breaking into one, breaking up 1,000 days into 1,000 blades to run me through. Look at what you've done, carving up your next of kin in spite of everything we've been through. How could you, how could you? Is it really happening here? Do you want me? Do you care? Am I just someone to wear to make you feel someone didn't fit as Mrs. You? Now all you want is Mr. Me, wedding dressed up like a queen. I was dreaming on. What was I thinking of? Love, love. Now we're two, breaking into one, breaking up 1,000 days into 1,000 blades to run me through. Look at what you've done, carving up your next of kin in spite of everything we've been through. How could you, how could you? What was I thinking of? Love, love. Now we're two, breaking into one. How could you even talk of love? How could you even talk of love? How could you even talk of love? Now we're two, breaking into one, breaking into... Starlight, do you know me? Please don't look at me now. I'm falling apart. Silver on the window, like the bike I once had at home in the yard. us love. Let me down and I'll know where you are. It might be somewhere. Gather me in snowfall and the cars going by, the north and the south. Flowers on the table and the coffee gets cold like the milk in my mouth. Sailing on, no honeymoon, just separate chairs in separate rooms. Jesus, please make us happy sometimes. No more shouts, no more fights. Family life. Tomorrow will be Christmas. We'll be singing old songs and light up the tree. God and all His mercy, and say all your prayers for little old me. Jesus, you wipe the tears from her face and the sound of His voice. Family life. Jesus, I'll go to sleep and I'll pray for my kids, for my life, family life.
Steo is one of my favourite artists in the last couple of years, so he was top of the list to be asked to do our summer sessions. He played an amazing gig from a sitting room, and I'm so delighted to be able to share a couple of the tracks for you tonight.
This next song is a song called Borstal Boy, and it's the first song that I ever, normally like I'll come up with like a riff for a song, then I write lyrics around the music. Excuse me. But this is the first song that I ever wrote lyrics first and then the music after. So this came to me one morning on the way home from dropping the kids to crash, because that's what goes on in my head in the mornings. Anyone that's just tuning in, I'm Steo. This is the summer sessions for Access Theatre, and yeah, there's gonna be a few good weeks of good music. Okay. Little Johnny was born to a life of crime. Like his father and his father, he was destined to do time. By the age of 16, he was living the dream. selling drugs out on a corner, he was part of the team. And they all had his back, as they were all selling smack. Till the police pulled up, and it was time to take the rap. And there was mother cries, cause she misses him. Another Borstal boy is going to prison. His mother cries, cause she misses him. Another Borstal boy was raised in the system. Now the door bangs out, in a cell he is alone. Johnny weeps in the darkness, cause he longs to go home. He wished he had listened to the elders in his life, cause the wisdom that they tried to give him, turns out it was right. Next day in the yard, little Johnny acts hard, but all the other Borstal boys, they can see through his facade. And his mother cries, cause she misses him. Another Borstal boy is going to prison. His mother cries, cause she misses him. Another Borstal boy was raised in the system. Raised in the system. Lost in the system. Now 10 years pass, little Johnny gets out, but his head is all melted, he doesn't know what he's about. He can't tell if he's coming, doesn't know if he's going. So he hops on a train, and he makes his way home. He walks the old corners, where nothing much has changed, but all his friends are gone now, victims of this game. Johnny lowers his head, walks on boy. He knocks on his front door, looks his mother in the eye. Now he's faced with the stark reality of one last choice. Does he play the same game, or does he change his whole life? And now his mother cries, she misses him. Another Borstal boy is going to prison. His mother cries, she misses him. Another Borstal boy is going to prison. His mother cries, she misses him. Another Borstal boy was lost in the system. Now his mother cries tears of joy, cause she's proud today of a Borstal boy. Whoops, she flew. This is called One Little Fella. This is for Fionn. One little fella standing at a mic, doing his thing and telling stories of his life. He never knew that he could sing, never knew that he could write. He wants to rock some stages every single night. He goes, oh, 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 oh. He goes, oh, 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 and now the same little fella bought a first guitar. He learns to play a song and now he wants to be a star. Probably never gonna make it, but he's still so keen. You've got to hold strong to all of your dreams. He goes, oh, 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 oh. He goes, oh, 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 oh. When I float, stick it in your average Joe. A lyrical heavyweight, I box like a pro, and I don't know, I'll probably never amount to nothing, but at least I'm gonna try and do something. I got the street cred red as a little kid, probably never be forgiven for the stuff that I did. Still flowing and going, I never stop till I'm known, getting fast, I never slow, I never stop till I'm blowing up. Make a record, get a deal and get it slowing up. Look, I told you son that I'm the chosen one. I'm the biggest, the baddest and the boldest one. So don't be walking up to me, getting all uppity, trying to get one up on speed. That can never be. Here you go, I'm hitting you with the fresh flow. 24/7, I can serve you like Tesco. Let's go. If you can keep this on the D-low. On the D-low. And you can love me or hate me, you can't debate me, but you didn't make me. Only God can judge me and she's the one that made me. And it's true to say I'm number one. If me man's a Glock, then I'm the son of a gun. I'm a straight shooter, shooting straight through you. Hollow to the point, I'm sucking this to you. Putting this down for Dublin town. Tell all your friends I'm the best around. Sped it up and now I slow it back down. I got the street smarts and I'm taking them to the pop charts. Get in my way and I'll toast your ass like a Pop-Tart. I'm moving up and I'm never looking back, Jack. Gave up the yik yak, yeah, you can clap that. Better yet, you can stick it up in Snapchat and take a picture, it'll last longer. WhatsApp, what's that, pass that, kiss that. I'll never stop them on the top spot and that's that. Cause you know that I'm a boss like you go. Everywhere I do go, people showing love. Steo, we love your flow, it's the next show. Don't know, keep it D-low. Whoa, someone's gonna blow. Whoa, he has music in his soul. Whoa, someone's gonna blow. Whoa, he has music in his soul and he goes oh, whoa, oh, oh, he goes oh, whoa. Standing at a mic, doing his thing and telling stories of his life. Now he knows that he can sing and he knows that he can write. He still wants to rock some stages every single night. He goes oh.
Ballymun legends Dextra. I saw them first play here live in 2004. They've been a big part of my journey in Axis so far, and I'm a huge fan of their music. So it was great to have them involved in our autumn sessions. They were the first band to play live from our theatre. Enjoy.
Hopefully we're coming out of darkness. We're going to go back into the light. This one's called Into the Light.
I
This one's a song called Ambitions. I am.
Temperamental MissElayneous is no stranger to Axis' stage, having graced it over many, many years. So we were delighted to have her perform an amazing set from her home. Here are two of the tracks.
Obsolete as a kind limit, jungle gauge, are you dangerous, fantasizers into marlet? Great respect for us and our global movement breed. All the blue there's not skill, we're the Irish after me. Ireland versus Ciaran, bring it back to back in the day. God conceives all worship within heaven, where there's a great illegalized school and teacher, banished the native tongue, dreading our heaven sakes for souls through immigration and motherland's miscarriage, for being fields orphan, enslaved with abomination like a black brother's auction. Heritage reclaimed, flag embers, the wearing of the green, protest arrest, but I'm laughing at the term jacking. The idea of arming all petty whackers with a gun, the pneumonia and Jews, ceremonials can never be undone. Faithful songs and stories, negligence design, the parting modes of heroes, metal just refined, the noblest of shells set adrift on foam that knows not where it's from, so it borrows our homestead as a dawn.
It was the idea of such an Ireland, happy, vigorous, spiritual.
Did not resist but to find my name carved on unforgiving wood. I'd shake the monarch's hand with my very soul if I could. Rested my head where the boys did, 3 squares in a cot homestead, never with their heads or Colini mods born and bred, to be fed up and to accept their law. The Irish spirit cannot be quelled, their eyes guide to where revolution starts off. Knew what was the right route, I heard from Donnelly from Trap 12. A cesspool is a breeding ground for right powers to melt. The big fella plucked my cheek and my Irish sea cold breathe. Still mistaken doves for giggles with extra feathers to pre. Smack the spit out we all go, set you against one another. Create imaginary divisions, making enemies that we are brothers. Have you begged bottom and God, deviate, dive, duck and dodge. Up the dump with your fist degree, you have a plan, stick to it not. Yes, so, no, so, 3 bags full of half empty. Beg your pardon, rolled off our tongues, hence soul is plenty. Based on songs and stories, negligent design, the party modes of heroes, metal dust refined, the noblest of shells set adrift on foam that knows not where it's from, so it borrows down instead as its own.
It was the idea of such an Ireland, happy, vigorous, spiritual.
And to numb the muscle brain to work some more overdrive, effects that are remote, and sing songs of suicide, toil grand labourers for mediocre wills, evolve uneven holy numbers, where the kids of life still, where the water thirsty more, where you're never surprised, where art is bandages, where the sun doesn't burn your eyes, where provocation is sincerity, where duty is regret, where climbing is staying level, fair as you take what you get, where monkeys provoke tigers, custody is safe haven, fingers don't point over blame, it's way of being heavy laden, where humble heroes live, where common scholars are born, where mothers raise concrete naturally knowing how to belong, where alcoholic tots are teething, our simmer negates other seeding, where the people are exploited for leaving the time breathing.
It was the idea of such an Ireland, happy, vigorous, spiritual, that fired the imagination of our poets. It was the idea of such an Ireland.
Raising songs and stories, negligence design, the parting bones of heroes, marrow dust refined, the noblest of shells, set adrift on foam that knows not where it's from, so it borrows a homestead as its own. Raising songs and stories, negligence design, the parting bones of heroes, marrow dust refined, the noblest of shells, set adrift on foam that knows not where it's from, so it borrows a homestead as its own.
It was the idea of such an Ireland, happy, vigorous, spiritual, that fired the imagination of our poets, that made successive generations of patriotic men give their lives to win religious and political liberty.
Yup. That was for all the brutally done and the Colini mutts. Yeah, give it up. We're temperamental MissElayneous. DJ Funk Tom on the wheels of steel. I'm MissElayneous, the femc for tonight, bringing you this session live for Access Bootleg Season. Yes. Between compulsive hope and faith lies a non-local self, destiny chasing dream, pursuit, praise and divisive stealth, illusional of terminal uniqueness of glaze. Written in stone, don't conform, don't condone to what the heart says. Non-compliance, transparent indifference. Earthly passions are impermanent. Inward reflection makes it visible, purely rational. And endurance desperate, but the mystically in the realm. In the physical domain, heat melts during hearts with the swipe of a paw to overwhelm or otherwise it's tame. Swallowing the welfare's demands like they were edible. What drives the drink and drugs but this romance? In loving and growth with our foes, we've got no chance. Befriending the CWO, mine hell bent. They couldn't offer their courtesy if it was heaven sent. Though officers, give them a turn of my shoes. They'll live the life of luxury with nothing to choose. Choice eliminated, judgment impaired. From the gift of lack of self-trust as witness I've bared. Rely on daddy state for pocket money, legitimate source. Dodging my tape and jump on hoops. This obstacle course, peel away shame and misery. Like Dolof paints the fight in the tell. Throw in the tell. It's not worth the wait. Systematic, you know the hook, right? Yeah. Systematic, parasitic, public psychosis. Media carnage is organized to provoke us. Intrinsic, cohesive, repellent, righteous and rigorous. Christ of society without penance, please deliver us. No expression for blaspheming, swearing to distant God, coupled with your rights and confidence, education still taught are non-existent. Scumbags are worth opportunity, not given half a chance in the so-called community. Officials prescribe our liberty, we think we need them. You're independent, inside is unrestricted freedom. Governmental social control, HSE, the host. You have to secretly lower your dose, collecting medicine, it hurts on every revolution. Your world stops turning psychological pollution, staring us in the face, but we dare not look. So long that it's a distant memory on which we reminisce. Simplify to succeed, from fear you will be freed. I need your ears to tend my voice, let this rhyme plant the seed. Yeah, I need your ears to tend my voice, let this rhyme plant the seed. Systematic, parasitic, public psychosis. Media carnage is organized to provoke us. Intrinsic, cohesive, repellent, righteous and rigorous. Christ of society without penance, please deliver us. Systematic, parasitic, public psychosis. Media carnage is organized to provoke us. Intrinsic, cohesive, repellent, righteous and rigorous. Christ of society without penance, please deliver us. Systematic, what is it? What is it? What is it? Yeah, one more time. Systematic, what is it? Systematic at home. Systematic, what is it? Yeah, systematic, parasitic, public psychosis. Media carnage is organized to provoke us. Intrinsic, cohesive, repellent, righteous and rigorous. Christ of society without penance, please deliver us. Systematic, what is it?
McCarthy is one of Ireland's best known singers. He won the TG Carr Trad Singer of the Year last year, so it was a great honour to get him to come down to play in our basement studios and record it live. Here we have two of the songs from his set.
My mother's uncle was called Ask Me Again. That's because when he'd be dealing, if he didn't like the price of something, he'd say, ask me again. Now, this old man, he came from the county Kilkenny, and when he passed away, he came from a place called Whitechurch. If you go out to Whitechurch to the cemetery there, you'll see on the gravestone is written, "Ask Me Again." And it's a great song, "Ask Me Again." His name was Johnny Delaney. My name is Johnny Delaney from the county Kilkenny. I hawked every boring and valley and glen. I'll buy anything that you have to sell, but if you ask for too much, you'll have to ask me again. I did the rounds of Ballinasloe Fair. I went to buy myself a fine mare. A young man had a good mare. He said in pounds he'd take 10. I said, "No, young fella, you'll have to ask me again." Johnny gave me 9, how would that make you feel? If you give me 8, we might do a deal. All right, so Johnny, I'll take 7. I smiled and I said, "You'll have to ask me again." You're a hard man to deal with, you could have her for 6. I won't take 5 or 4, Johnny, I'm up to your tricks. I looked at the young man, I sighs, I says, then I'm afraid now, young fella, you'll have to ask me again. I won't give 4 nor 3 now, but here's what I'll do. Throw the trap into the deal, and I'll give you 2. You thought 'cause of my age, I'm an old fool. For look now, young fella, you could throw in the mule. I spit on me palm, I shook him by the hand. Before he could say no, from the fair I was gone. I met a farmer liked my mare, pounds he offered 11. I smiled and I said, "You'll have to ask me again." This is just a little skit for local Ballymun people. When we were young, my uncle, he was a type of man, he could make a cat laugh. Do you understand me? He could buy, remember the programme Arthur Daly? My uncle wouldn't leave Arthur with a sausage. He'd a charmed, I won't even say what he could do. But this is the truth, he could sell ice creams to Eskimos and sand to Arabic people. Do you understand? He was that type of man. You knew you were being conned, but he'd charm you out of your money, and you'd still be glad to part with your money. And when we were driving along, all my young life I'd be going along with him, and he'd come out all day with little ditties, and you'd be driving along, say like little things like this, and he'd say, you're driving along, and he'd start looking up like that, and he'd say, "Oh, little bird of little wit, is it on your old friend's hat you shit?" "Oh my God," says she, "if I knew you were there, I'd have wheeled my arse to a different square." And that's just one of the little ditties that he'd come out with, you know. And all day long he'd be telling you these things. He'd be driving along out hawking, going around the country, earning a living. And he'd say, one time there was a famous poet who came from Laura, which is just outside of Burr, a few miles, about 4 miles out of Burr. And he said, this famous poet one day, wasn't he passing going down the Portumna Road, and there was a sign outside of this hungry woman's shop. A hungry woman, hungry means greedy. A hungry woman's shop saying, "As you pass by, come in and try the sweetness of our honey." Didn't the poet break his duodene pipe and write, "The red arse bee, she would sting me if I hadn't got the money." So he'd be coming out with these type of things all day. He was a great laugh. One time, he was a man that dealt in antiques. You could buy anything off me, Uncle John. He was advertised in the Midland radio. If you want a safety pin to a car tire or an antique, go and see Johnny McCarthy. He'd buy and sell everything. One time we were going into a pub. No, we were out poaching, and we were going for fish. And we were in the river, and you'd always go up to about there in the river. But what did he do? He doused his head in under the river, and where the car was parked was right next to a pub in a little place called Coughlan, and right next to the pub. So we jumped out of the river, and He went into the car, opened the car, and he was dripping. All his head was dripping wet from after dousing his head in the river. And he opened the door of the pub, and he rang the bell. He rang this bell, and everybody turned around. And you can imagine he was dripping. And they all turned around to him, and he said, I had to dive deep for that one. And what was written on the bell? The Titanic. You know. So he was that type of a character. You could never have a dull moment around him. I just wanted to say that about my uncle, and a little bit of lifestyle that most of the old travelling men would have, that kind of wit. You'd never be down or depressed around them. They wouldn't allow you. Do you understand me? Great time. Just wanted to say that. We'll get into a few songs. I'd like to do the song. You know, the song is about a travelling man, an old travelling man who is forced to go and live in a house or a flat. And the flat is slowly killing him. You know, and the old people would often say years ago, when people would say, would you not move into a house and be better off and this and that, you know. And they were forced to move into houses by the government. If you force a cat to go and live in a kennel, at what stage of his life does he become a dog? It's impossible. Do you understand? You could have boiled a traveller and you couldn't take the traveller out of him. It's simple as that. So we'll do a song about this poor old man that was forced to go and move into a house. And he reminisces on his way of life. A rambling man, I'm a rambling man. Now I look behind me. Oh, my rambling days are gone. Well, I remember when I was a boy, my freedom, my lifestyle. Oh, I live like a king. The road was my home, for the road I lived on. Now every road that I go, I'm told to move on. I'd visit every town, and I'd go to every fair. I'd meet all my people, we'd all assembled there. We'd dill the whole day through, and we'd sing all night long. Now I look behind me, oh, my rambling days are gone. I'm living in a place no green fields can I see. There's nothing around me, only towers of cement. If I could see the future, changes there would be. A rambler I was born, and a rambler I'll always be. A rambling man.
So during the summer, we had the amazing Emma Langford join us from her home, and she produced an amazing gig. Here's a couple of tunes from that to listen to now. Enjoy.
I bear scars you don't care to see. They're not in clear view, but they're so dear to me. And those are scars I would not remove, for that I have loved and lost, they are my proof. And if we go out dancing tonight, I want you to know that it's alright. You can dance with whoever you want to, it's fine. I am not yours and you are not mine. she watches him watch her crossing the floor, and we all know he'd love to have kissed her once more, but that our love was never to be. You were not yourself and she was not me. You were not yourself and I set you free. And if we go out dancing tonight, I want you to know that it's alright. You can dance with whoever you want to, it's fine. I am not yours and you are not mine. I am not yours and you are not mine. I am not yours and you are not mine. Heartbreak and liquor play games inside your head. Signs are made and signs are misread. And I'm sorry, my boy, but I have been here before. And you bear the markings of a boy I could adore. And I will only break your heart in turn, and that is sure. So if we're dancing, I'm best left ignored. And if we go out dancing tonight, I want you to know that it's alright. You can dance with whoever you want to, it's fine. I am not yours and you are not mine. I am not yours and you are not mine. I am not yours and you are not mine. I am not yours and you are not mine. I am not yours and you are not mine. So if I am not yours and you are not mine, no, if I'm not yours and you are not mine, no, if I'm not yours and you are not mine, no, if I am not yours, therefore you are not mine. The first night in a drunken haze, we got lost in the crowds. Two spies beyond the other's lines invading. You promised to be on my side, you swore your life for mine. My insurance says I watched my bulwark fading. And I surrendered all too quickly to a man of many names who had plotted excavations where my thoughts were. And I wondered now and then if things would ever be the same, or if anything remained beyond the water. We sat upon a fallen tree one sunny afternoon, side by side, silently surveying a patch of no man's land, and gazing at the wreckage, said the war would wind up soon, and the thoughts of my lost brothers he made silent with his hands. And I surrendered all too quickly to a man of many names who had plotted excavations where my thoughts were. And I wondered now and then if things would ever be the same, or if anything remained beyond the water. Ooh, asked you once in confidence to never leave me be. You made me swear I knew us to be better than my every self-destructive fear, my insecurities. And we shook on that and turned and watched the weather change. And I surrendered all too quickly to a man of many names who had held me ever since I can remember. And I wondered now and then if things would ever feel the same or vanish onward with the seasons come December. So I wonder, did you ever really care that much for me? Was it all another epic you were writing? Another chapter to write down and then scratch out before they'd see the heart beneath the hardy book they're hiding? So I don't care that much these days for who it is that you became. I never held him, so I hold him no ill feelings. So I wonder now and then if things just might have been the same if I were happy never to break that glass ceiling. And I don't mind, no, I don't mind. I'm just trying to find my peace of mind. So that was The Seduction of Eve.
I saw Ciaran Moran support Damien Dempsey this time last year in Vicar Street. So, unfortunately, those gigs can't go ahead, but it's great that Ciaran was part of our autumn sessions. Here he is playing two of his tracks.
This is a song called Tragedy, and I hope you enjoy it. If you have a second for the last couple of songs, tag a friend, share the post, and yeah, again, keep an eye out on the Access page for some great artists as well. They've loads coming up, and they're only going to keep doing well. Cheers. Lost loved ones and those who got away. And as the smoke went down, young John tried to say, those who did not make it today, those who have passed away, we hope you're peaceful where you lay. Tragedy, it has beat us now. There's an unborn child without a life. And to those young kids who try to fight out that fire on that October night. And tragedy, it has beat us now. There's an unborn child without a life. And to those young kids who try to fight out that fire on that October night. Back where we began, the place don't feel the same. Would you people keep your pride in this world we live today? Sometimes it's not hard, and you are us now. There's an unborn child without a life, and to those young kids who try to fight or die, fire on that October night. And tragedy, it has beat us now. There's an unborn child without a life, and to those young kids who try to fight or die, fire on that October night. Tragedy, it has beat us now. There's an unborn child without a life, and to those young kids who try to fight or die, fire on that October night. And tragedy, it has beat us now. There's an unborn child without a life, and to those young kids who try to fight or die, fire on that October night. Thank you. This is the last song. It's a song called Mother. He would hold you by the hand in front of everyone. He would make you say there was nothing going on. He would beat you up and down when there was nobody to help you from the ground when you were down. He would say, "Go get your father or your brother." By the time they came, he was nowhere to be found. How dare you put your hands on my mother? You're a man, no man's land. Mother, just stop your crying for one more day. I'll say my prayers and it'll go away. So mother, just stop your crying for one more day. I'll say my prayers and it'll go away. Cause he hit you in the arms to make you wake up. By the time he came, sorry, I'm gonna do it again. He would hit you in the arms to make you wake up. More than confused. He would run out of a garden and call the neighbors. You'd see their curtains close before he's done. And he made statements like he told all of the papers. He done nothing wrong, you were number one. So mother, just stop your crying for one more day. I'll say my prayers and it'll go away. So mother, just stop your crying for one more day. I'll say my prayers and it'll go away. Mother, just stop your crying for one more day. I'll say my prayers and it'll go away. And oh, mother, just stop your crying for one more day. Thank you very much.
We also had Peter O'Toole, famed musician from the Hot House Flares. He recorded a new album during lockdown, and we were blessed to have him perform two of his songs for us live from his own studio. Enjoy.
The whole story with the album was that I was going to do 10 tunes on 10 instruments with one musician playing them all. So that turned into 10 tunes on 10 instruments with 4 songs. So this is one of the newer instruments. I'm just going to grab it over here. Now.
You can get it on the telephone, dial a number just to see if anyone's home. If it's busy, then you're not alone, and you know there's nothing wrong. But outside the world goes up and down. It really matters that you turn it on. You can watch the television, you can smoke a cigarette, you can be the opposition when it's time to take what you can get. But outside the world goes up and down. It really matters that you turn it on. Gotta keep moving till you dig what you're doing. See the road go on and on when it's something you believe in. We're all the same when we enter this world. Living in the city faces a gold. One man's waste is another man's gold, and the dealer's gold is the holy ground, and everybody's gone. But outside the world is calling out. It really matters that you turn it on. Gotta keep moving till you dig what you're doing. See the road go on and on when it's something you believe in. We're all the same when we enter this world. Gotta keep moving till you dig what you're doing. See the road go on and on when it's something you believe in. We're
Zeztra are two amazing young musicians hailing from East Wall. During the summer they did an amazing set from their house, and here's two of the tracks. You don't want to miss this.
This is called Only Three Words, and it's on our Spotify and YouTube. Yeah, at Zeztra.
If there was only 3 words that I couldn't say, I would choose these over and over again. 'Cause I love you for the rest of our days. Go! Next time we meet, I promise to cherish every single memory. With these boundaries, I'm feeling incomplete. need without you near me. But I need you now. I don't wanna have to wait until I can feel you in my arms again. And any sacrifice will be worth it in the end, just so I can see you smiling once again. If there was only 3 words that I could say, I would choose these over and over again. 'Cause I love you for the rest of our days. What if these 3 words left me today, and I could no longer say them to your face? Though it could take a month, how far are you away? I'm longing for that day. Oh, well, I need you now. I don't wanna have to wait until I can feel you in my arms again. And any sacrifice will be worth it in the end, just so I can see you smiling once again. If there was only 3 words that I could say, I would choose these over and over again. 'Cause I love you for the rest of our days. 'Cause I love you for the rest of our days.
Yeah, for the 5th time, this is Take Me Away. Would you like to take it away? Or
Yeah. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Take me away, 'cause from today on, there is no amount of love that could carry us, so take me away.
You said you want more, but there's not enough time for us to mend it. I said take what you want, but my love wasn't enough, and so you changed me. Take me away, take me away. I said take what you want, but my love wasn't enough, and so you changed me and took me away. take me away. Woo!
Colm Quearney is a true Irish music legend, so it was brilliant to have him part of the summer sessions. Here are two of the tracks he played for us.
Roll me down in June. It's gonna take you nowhere. You're lost out on your own. Oh, starry night, shine your light on me. I'm lost. Shine your light on me. Over mountains, through valleys, down to the sea. Oh, 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 starry night, shine your light on me. I'm lost. Shine your light on me. I'm lost. Shine your light on me. Over mountains, through valleys, down to the sea. There you go. So this is a little bluesy thing that we put together for Square Pegs, and it's called Thinking of You. It was quite apt in the COVID when COVID kicked in, so we released it. So. Sun is shining, bells are ringing, all the birds are treetops singing. I want you to know I'll be thinking of you round and round, ups and downs, 1,000 miles of tears and smiles, and I want
Annie Lennon or Harrison. We'll see as we get to the end. We'll see, Thomas. Let me see. What else we got? So yeah, square pegs usually do some. Yeah, I tell you what I'll do. Shape I Made by the band. How about that? Keith, what's the crack?
Grainne Hunt has done an awful lot of gigs here in Axis over the years, so she was top of our list to get to play during our summer sessions. She did an amazing set from her house, and here's a couple of tunes for you to listen to now.
Let's just do this. This is Breathe.
Landing either side of me, I close my eyes. Now I realize in a war of words, it's best to wait for silent space and breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Take your time, look within. in a war of words. It's best to wait for silent space and breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Take your time, look within and breathe in. Finally, quietly, clarity, and breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Take your time, look within and breathe, breathe, breathe in.
This is called Let Go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please tell other people to listen and tell them about the gigs that are coming up because it's great. Haha, tuner off.
Now I see the people I've been drawn to teach me more. When to leave and when to stay and when to close the door. Words that drifted, no real sense to what you really mean. Tangle web of push and pull, but you would not agree. I don't think I'm stupid. I don't think I'm blind. I just think there's a part of me that sees good in every kind. But I gotta let go. I gotta let go. Whoa, go. Blinded by the love of it, the truth is hard to see. Those that cross our paths are there to bring us to our knees. No. Reminiscing on our past, the memories good and bad. Gathered up, I'll not forget the lessons that I've had. I don't think I'm stupid. I'm blind. I just think there's a part of me that sees good in every kind, but I gotta let go. I gotta let go. Whoa, go. Hindsight has shown me all your ways, and I will take it all today, but I gotta let go. I gotta let go. Whoa, go, go. Oh, 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 oh. There we go. Thank you so much. I think we've lost Instagram already. But thank you all for tuning in. Tune in next week and the following week and the following week. And if you can, support Access, supporting the arts. Thank you so much.
Dubh is a fantastic emerging young artist on the Irish music scene. We were delighted to have her play one of the Access autumn sessions, and here's a couple of tracks from this great new artist.
Here we go. This is a song called Old Lou.
Oh, Lucifer, old friend of mine, I sprang from the sinning vine, and we drank all of the church wine, and we had ourselves a real good time. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, my love is like a red, red rose, and he spreads trouble wherever he goes. He watches me take off my clothes down where that old river flows. Yeah. Oh, Lucifer, you and I know life is short and death is long and slow, and there's nowhere I'd rather go than to your castle down below. Oh, oh, oh. My love is like a red, red rose, and he spreads trouble wherever he goes. He watches me take off my clothes down where that old river flows. Yeah. Oh, Lucifer, I wanna be your burning love eternally, and red is the only color I see when you do what you do to me. Yeah. My love is like a red, red rose, and he spreads trouble wherever he goes. He helps me to take off my clothes down there at that old river. And my love is like a red, red rose, and he spreads trouble wherever he goes. He watches me take off my clothes down where that old river flows. want to, but felt I should. I heard him whisper, Hollywood. My eyes were open, his were shut. His gun was pointing towards my foot. I was confused, he was convinced. Said, be my damsel, I'll be your prince. I felt alone, so I went along. He told me the words of every song. I said I'd fight, tried to resist that open hand, curled to a fist, and feeling lost, I looked at you. You just shook your head and said, me too. I cast around for what is true. He laughs me down when I argue, and I am his, though he's not mine. If you ask him, well, that's just fine. Ooh, hi, ooh, I lit a fire, a flame of doubt, but he was quick to put it out. Oh, little girl, don't be absurd. And then I wished I was a bird, and as it was, so it remains. The storm is over, but it still rains. He lets me rest, I'm often tired, and so the bird stays on the wire. Ooh, hi, ooh, I ooh, hi,
During the summer, we recorded a Lazarus Soul live from the stage, with Joe Chester sending us footage from his house in Nice, France. Our great tech team here spliced them together, and we were able to put out a very special event during Music Town. Now we're going to bring you two of those tracks which they played on the night. Enjoy.
Smoking lemon sevens through a broken bottleneck. Smoking lemon sevens through a broken bottleneck. Pills ground down like powder till your problems are no louder than a little infant whimpering for ma to come and help. Passed out in a dark and damp romantic alleyway. A stranger whispered in your ear and carried you away, nodding to the Reverend top deck of the 67 to a college town in Kildare where the love affair began.
Where's me head? Me arse is coming down the Strathern Road. Bag of cans in hand and red hair lover boy in tow. The locals think you're shady, but you are a lady with a love so fine and genuine that only few should know. Sleeping in a two-man tent beside the Royal Canal. Drinking in the harbour fields with all your traveller pals. You'd love a country cottage, but you haven't got a sausage, so you're sleeping in a two-man tent beside the Royal Canal. When you're on the bottom rung, the cider got his liver and the coal got in his lungs. You pretend you didn't notice with your bandage and your poultice, but his sores they got infected and the coal got in his lungs. They treated you like vagrants and they said the ward was full. There upon the floor of James Conley Memorial, your prince slept for 1,000 years, and you wept a puddle of tears as you threw his few belongings off a Coldborough Island pier. All along the North Strand with no lover boy in tow. Back into the city to the only life you know. Needed one to kill the pain, and love like this it knows no shame. Met an old friend in a lonely lane, rekindled an old flame. Smoking lemon sevens through a broken bottleneck. Smoking lemon sevens through a broken bottleneck. Pills ground down like powder till your problems are no louder than a little infant whimpering for ma to come and help. A little infant whimpering for ma to come and help. A little infant whimpering for ma to come and help.